Spring fashion is calling our name. And I get it. Once the weather starts to shift, it is so tempting to jump straight into the buying. The new colors, the new silhouettes, that fresh start energy, and that quiet urge to burn your entire winter wardrobe to the ground. But before we shop, we need to talk about tending. So tending is taking a hard look at your wardrobe and pulling out some of those offending weeds. Not because everything is terrible and not because you need to start over. And it's definitely not a purge everything mindset, but it's more like, why does getting dressed feel way harder than it should be kind of place? And that place where things just feel a bit off, it usually means that you have pieces that are quietly working against you. And adding new stuff, well, that's not gonna fix that. So today, I'm walking you through 15 specific things you need to question or maybe look at or maybe even get rid of before you shop this spring. Let's break it down. Hey everybody, it's Kelly Snyder from Adore Your Wardrobe, and if this is your first time here, I just want to say welcome. I'm really glad you found the channel. For the last 10 years, I've run an online fashion education program called Adore Your Wardrobe, and it helps women demystify fashion by learning how to dress their unique body types using formulas based in math and science. We talk about cuts and proportions and fabrics and colors and accessories. Really, like all the things that make outfits work. But we do it without chasing trends or losing yourself in the process. Okay, as we're looking at these 15 things, let's start with some of the easiest offenders. And these are the pieces that are honestly just simply done. I kind of call them past their prime. All right, number one is anything worn out. This seems like a no-brainer, right? But I guarantee you have some worn out items hiding in your wardrobe. Those pilled knits and faded fabrics and jeans that bag out by noon. Elastic that's lost its will to live. And the tiny holes right where your jean button hits. Man, those are so annoying. And yes, while you're at it, go check your bras and underwear, because if you can't remember the last time you replaced them, guess what? It's probably worn out. So if something never looks crisp or polished, no matter what you do, that's not styling, that's deterioration. And it's time to let them go. Number two, and that's overly thin cardigans. Now, you know the ones, right? The lightweight cardies that we all lived in a decade ago. We did the tank underneath, cardigan on top, statement necklace from Kendra Scott or J. Crew, and we were like, done. And honestly, they were perfect for that era. Notice I said era, that's how far back we're going. But today, they collapse, and they cling, and they stretch, and they look tired next to the more structured pieces that we're seeing in the stores. And honestly, if you're washing it consistently to regain its shape, it's already lost. Structure beats softness right now, so let this cardigan go and lie down, because it's done. Number three, and that's classics that aren't classic anymore. Black pumps are the perfect example of this. On paper, they're timeless, but in real life, you might be reaching for a different shoe, even though this pump could technically work. And it's kind of the same for maybe a trench coat, or a button-down shirt, or a blazer, or a boot. All of them are considered classic, but when you reach for something else, it's no longer classic, friends. It's just old. And when things are old, well, it's time to retire them. Number four, and she is a big offender, and that's lightweight scarves that just add bulk. Yes, scarves are having a moment this spring, but that doesn't mean that every scarf is having a moment. Those thin jersey or viscose scarves that just kind of sit in the front and create volume, well, they're not adding polish, they're just adding noise. Today's scarves are satin or silk, and they have really defined structure. They are not the wispy layers of fabric just for volume. So if it isn't elevating the outfit, its moment is done, and it's time for it to leave your wardrobe. Okay, moving right along, and this next group of offenders, well, I like to call them friction pieces. They technically work, but they make getting dressed so much harder than it needs to be. And friction can be exhausting because it never feels like it ends. So for number 5, it is clothes that don't fit, even if your weight hasn't changed. All right, bodies shift and proportions change and fabric relaxes. And it may still be technically your size, but the way it fits on you has changed. So if it's been over a year, take a minute and try it on. Take a selfie and let the photo tell you the truth. Because it serves me right now is way more important than it may serve me someday. Number 6 for these little friction pieces, and that's anything uncomfortable. Now, please do not take when I say that you should not have anything that is uncomfortable in your closet to mean that you should live in soft pants for the rest of your life. But I'm talking about other things like shoes that hurt, or bras that poke, or jeans that dig, or sleeves that feel really restrictive. They need to go because discomfort is almost always a fit issue. And fit issues do not just magically resolve themselves the next time you put it on. It's still gonna be there. So quit fighting with your clothes, quit beating yourself up, and let those items go that do not fit you and make you uncomfortable. Number 7, and that's tops that require so much special effort to look good. You know what I'm talking about, right? It's the top that only works with one bra, or you need to fabric tape it to avoid a peep show, or you only like it with shapewear and you don't like wearing shapewear. So it's not really a grab and go top. It's not an easy top. It's work, right? And if you've moved on from wanting to do the extra work, and honestly, that's okay. It's okay for us to be mature and be like, I've moved on from wanting to try that hard. Let it go, because we've earned that right. And I've also found that just because you're not willing to do the work doesn't mean that there isn't someone else waiting to love it. So donate it. Number 8, accessories you used to finish outfits with, but you do not love. All right, so I'm a firm believer that accessories should never be an afterthought. And if you are excited about an outfit and then just grab whatever belt or necklace you have, that's not really styling. That's just kind of filling up space. And as fashion moves to more structure, those tiny little petite pieces we once wore with athleisure, well, they often feel really underpowered now. It doesn't really add confidence to the outfit. Again, it just adds noise. So edit them and make room for pieces you actually love and actually love wearing with your outfits. We're moving right along to number 9, and that's anything with the tags on after 6 months. So here's the deal. If you were going to wear it, you would have. What I have found in working with women is when you love something, when you just buy it and you love it, you are dying to wear it. So why is that item still sitting there with the tag on after 6 months? It's like a quiet reminder that you bought it, but you don't really like it. And my advice is see if you can still return it or resell and consign it, or just donate it, because nobody needs that constant little voice going meep, 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 meep. And we just need to release the guilt. Okay, this is the final group of offenders, and these are items that are quietly dating your outfits. And I gotta be honest, they are sneaky ones, because if your outfit feels off when you wear it, but you can't pinpoint why, these next few, they're the whys. All right, number 10, and that's outdated styles you haven't worn in over a year. Oh girl, I have lived in the oh, but it will come back around world with these pieces, right? I've been there. I'm like, well, fashion just keeps repeating itself. Surely it's gonna come back around. But let me be honest with you. By the time that trends return, your preferences usually have shifted. Your body has definitely shifted, or it's come back around again, but it's updated. And that update is subtle enough to make the old pieces just look off. Like I said, ask me. I know about this one. It never works out. Unless, and this is my only caveat, it's a true designer classic. But unless it's one of those, you need to let it go. All right, number 11, and that's short booties made for skinny jeans. So boot styles evolved to match the popular jean silhouette. And that almond toe short booty was perfect for skinnies. It kept our foot looking trim and not like a boat. But now when we try to wear it under a full-length flare or a wide leg jean, it looks like we got dwarf feet. It's just way too tiny. It isn't that the boot is bad. It just belongs to a different silhouette era. And wearing it now, well, it just makes the rest of your outfit fall flat. Number 12, and that's ballet flats with round or almond toes. Okay, this is kind of the same story as number 11, but with a different shoe. Again, a great shoe. These ballet flats were awesome with skinny jeans or a true straight jean, not like the relaxed straight that we're seeing in stores, but a more tailored straight jean that we saw many years ago. They made our feet look tiny and they showed off our ankles. But again, the silhouette has changed. So flats didn't disappear though, but again, the shape has changed. It's a longer toe, it's a square toe, there's more structure. So if you're looking at your flats and they read cute instead of stylish, I hate to tell you, but it's the wrong shoe. Number 13, things you're keeping out of guilt. Maybe he bought it for you, but you've never really liked it, or you inherited your grandmother's insert whatever item, but it isn't really your style, or it was really expensive when you bought it, but it doesn't serve you now. And this kind of guilt, it keeps closets full, but it doesn't really create great outfits. So donate those items. You are allowed to move on and allowing someone else to love it. All right, number 14, and that's items that don't align with your personal style. You should be able to define your style in 3 words. And if a piece doesn't necessarily support that vision anymore, even if it was trendy or it was on sale or you were influenced, you're never gonna really feel comfortable or at home in it. And that's why it doesn't get worn. So let it go, because if it isn't your style, there's not really anything you can do to change it. And it would be better off being loved by somebody else. And then finally, number 15 is anything that doesn't flatter your body. Now listen, this is not because something is wrong with your body. I know like you could have heard that and been like, well, does that mean that there's something wrong with me? No, it doesn't mean that at all. But it's because proportion matters. So if something consistently feels off, even though it technically fits, it's probably not right for your shape. And that's not failure, that's just information. Okay, friends, here's the truth. Letting go of these pieces isn't about having less. It's really about removing friction. It's clearing the noise and it's creating space for pieces that you actually want to wear and support you. And if you're not sure what flatters your body or your body type, I want to tell you I've got you covered. I want you to click the link below in the description, enter 3 measurements into our proprietary body type calculator. You're gonna learn your body type and the formulas that make shopping and styling easier. And the best part, it's completely free. Because understanding your proportions is the foundation. And when you combine that knowledge with a closet free of friction pieces, well, that's when fashion stops feeling exhausting and starts feeling like intention. Because we all deserve a wardrobe we adore, full of pieces that fit, flatter, and make us feel amazing every time we wear them. So if this video helped you look at your closet a little differently, maybe gave you some ideas of some things that can make their way out before you buy a few things this spring, if you wouldn't mind giving it a thumbs up or hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And then you'll know next time that I have some more fashion tips to share. All right, guys, that's it. Thank you so much. Take care. Have a great day and God bless. And we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.